All about Alice.
Alice Paul was born January 11, 1885. She was born into a wealthy Quaker family. They lived on a farm in Paulsdale that was 265 acres. Her parents, William and Tacy Paul, went on to have 3 more children, William, Helen, and Perry. The kids were raised to believe in gender equality, also to help the betterment of society. Their family believed in education. Her grandfather, William Perry, was one of the founders of Swarthmore College in 1864. He believed in equal education for men and women. This is part of his Quaker beliefs. Alice's mother, Tacy, was Perry's only daughter. She attended Swarthmore in 1978. All of Alice's siblings and Alice attended Swarthmore for at least 1 year to experience a Quaker education. She was the only one of her siblings to stay at Swarthmore for 4 years. She received a bachelor's degree in biology in 1905. Alice's education did not stop there. She got a Master's of Arts in Sociology and a PhD in Economics, both from the University of Pennsylvania. Then she got a law degree from Washington College of Law. She also got 2 law degrees from the American University. She finished all her education in 1928. At an early age, she was exposed to women's suffrages, which means women's right to vote. Her mother was a member of the National American Women's Suffrage Association. Alice went to meetings with her mother. It is believed that her mother hosted meetings at the farm called Paulsdale, or entertained members afterwards. Because of her mother's influence, women's equality became her lifelong dedication. Before she was a suffragist in America, she was a suffragist in Birmingham, England. When she was studying sociology, they were called the Pankhurst women. They were very militant. Their motto was deeds, not words. They heckled people and broke windows. Alice returned to America in 1910 with the quote, "Deeds, not words." Alice joined the National American Women's Suffrage Association. Alice organized a parade on the day of Woodrow Wilson's first inauguration, March 30th, 1913. There were more than 500 people participating during the parade. People assaulted the marchers. The police did nothing to help them. Alice became unhappy with Carrie Chapman Catt, the leader of the National American Women's Suffrage Association, because she was not working on focusing on national politics. She wanted to hold the Democratic Party accountable for settling equal rights. So Lucy Byrne and Alice Paul started the National Women's Party. Alice Paul and Lucy Byrne organized a picket at the White House. They were the first people to picket at the White House. The picket lasted 8 months. It was called the Silent Sentinels. They were harassed and arrested. Their sign said, "Mr. President, how long must women wait for liberty?" When they went to jail, they were force-fed because they were on a hunger strike. While Alice was in jail, the doctors threatened to send her to the insane asylum, but she still did not eat. They were punished with beating and terrible living conditions. They were released released from jail in 1917. President Wilson started supporting the 19th Amendment on January 9, 1918. When the House voted, 2/3 of the House voted for the amendment, but the Senate did not support the amendment. The President spoke with the Senate, but they still rejected it. Then the Senate voted, and they failed to pass it by 2 votes. They waited until October to vote. In November 1920, women voted for the first time. Even though she got women the right to vote, she still did not stop working to get women's equal rights. In 1923, she wrote the Equal Rights Amendment. She thought women should have equal rights across the board. The Equal Rights Amendment went up for a vote from 1933 until 1972, and finally passed the House of Representatives and the Senate in 1972. Then the state ratification process began. In order for the Equal Rights Amendment to pass, 38 of the 50 states will have to approve it. During this time, Alice Paul started another organization called the World Women's Party in 1938. She worked with the League of Nations and the United Nations to start the United Nations Committee of the Status of Women. She also was successful in adding sexual discrimination clause to the 1960 Civil Rights Act. Even though Alice lived to be 92 years old and never had any children, her legacy lives on through the Alice Paul Institute, which was founded in 1985. Which works to educate women in the struggles for women's equal rights. They have Alice Paul's writings displayed in her childhood home inside of Paulsdale. Since 1982, the Equal Rights Amendment has gone up for a vote every year and still has not passed, so the fight for ERA still lives on. Alice Paul died in the year 1972 when she was 92 years old.